Hello, hello. There we go. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Spirit says the weather is fantastic. We're listening to Ricky Byers, Trust Love. And I want to lean into that today. Trust love. Come on in. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Just warming up, warming up the voice. Haven't spoken much this morning, so um, we're just warming it up. Come on in. Welcome. Good morning, Portia. Come on in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yes. Hello, Marvin. Hey, Joan. Shirla's in the house. Welcome, everyone. Ricky Byers is telling us, reminding us to trust love. It's good to feel you, Portia. Thank you for being here. Wow. Welcome, everyone. Love will have the final word through this prayer. Come on in. Welcome, Deborah. Hi, Libby. Hi, Lee. Hi, Della. Portugal in the house. San Francisco in the house. More Park in the house. Okay, wait, we're not going to do that, right? Okay, we just listening to Trust Love. Don't mind my antics. Good morning, Reverend Marcella. Hello, Chloe. Welcome. Love loves to love. I love that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome everyone. So grateful that we get to be here. I'm happy that I get to join you in this beautiful sacred way in in this sacred space. I'm Terry Miles. I am an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner. It is my absolute honor and joy to be with you in this beautiful sacred way. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and there's a lot of um, injustices happening, and maybe it may look like justice in your eyes. I honor that. There's a lot of weather things going on. Maybe you're like, well, I'm over here in wherever, and I'm not experiencing anything like that. And yet it's happening. And so I just want to acknowledge that. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what's happening in your neck of the woods or wherever you may be, we get to stop in this moment and circle up in a moment of prayer, circle up in the reminder that we can trust love, circle up in the spaciousness of blessing ourselves and honoring ourselves through prayer, blessing and remembering and realizing truth through spiritual principle in our prayer with our in an intentional way. And so just saying hello to Kay and Shani and Curtis and Tauhida, Christina, yeah, Mercy, Carmelita, everybody's here. Yes, happy Friday. And so, in that honoring of love for ourselves, blessing the our surrounding areas, and even beyond that, seeing a right, I went to find the reading. And my go-to started out as one thing this season, and kind of morphed into something else. I don't know, midway last year, and that is reading from the Agape International Spiritual Center's um, Inner Visions. Inner Visions is the publication that is put out through Agape through a subscription, and the writers are the ministers and practitioners of Agape. And so every now and then I contribute, and I've read a couple here. And this one is called Loving in My Heart. Loving in My Heart. And I felt that when I saw the title this morning, I just appreciated that little twinge that I felt of peace when I just read the title. I also know that that is a title of one of Howard Thurman's, Dr. Howard Thurman's, let me say Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman's writings called Loving in My Heart or More Loving in My Heart. And so the quote begins with a quote from Howard Thurman. So all of the inner visions begin with a quote. And so here's Howard Thurman. The title of this writing is Loving in My Heart. Take a listen. I want to be more loving in my heart so that through both unconscious awareness and deliberate intent, I shall be a kind, gracious human being. I want to be more loving in my heart. And again, that's Howard Thurman. And here's the writing. Take a listen. I see where there is a gap in my love. I admit my shortcoming. I had made excuses for why my love was limited, numerous excuses to choose from, instead of admitting that I was denying love by choosing judgment and resentment. I'm going to just read that part again. It just hits home. Check this out. I had made excuses for why my love was limited, numerous excuses to choose from, instead of admitting that I was denying love by choosing judgment and resentment. Those energies can have a dramatic appeal. They can become habitual, but are still sad excuses not to love. Love's expansive frequency flows forth and transforms, enriching the cosmic spirit of love. I want to be more loving in my heart. Yet realizing I need to love, I stubbornly cleave to judgment and a host of adjacent lesser energies. In these decisive moments, I can enlist my inner knower as my coach in cultivating love. In Howard Thurman's words, by deliberate intent. This may require more than simply making a resolution. It may become a season's project that the initial resolution only sets into play. I want to be more loving in my heart. The inner knower may need to tease out my love, catch me when I fall back into habits of non loving, when I barricade my native urge to love behind walls of self protection. Chinning back up into love through a fog of resistance, I glimpse my future self, relaxed and joy filled, authentically loving exactly what I currently resent. My future self saying, quote, "You have made my life more beautiful. The key you received that unlocked the door to lovingness in that one hard instance has opened countless others." End quote. I want to be more loving in my heart. Cultivating love with deliberate intent. I feel relief when love melts the ice of fear and resignation. Like water bursting through a dam, the magnitude of my newly released love deepens our cosmic reservoir of love, not just my own, But all ships rise in consciousness. I want to be more loving in my heart. And here's the quote. Excuse me, here's the affirmation. I am grateful for my inborn urge to love. With every day, I choose to be more loving in my heart. And that is written by and through Mary Weems. Mary Weems. Thank you so much for taking a listen. And we're just welcoming in more people today. Hello, Tracy again, and Nicole, and Wayne, and Tiffany, and Lenoris, Shariel, and who else joined us? Oh my gosh, Dorothy is here, and Barbara's here, Dorcas is here. Yes, come on in, Kat. Ah, yes. So I do want to say that all prayer requests are honored here, whether we single them out um, or call a couple of things out. Trust and know and believe that the prayers that are placed into this field are honored, they are sacred, they are noticed, they are felt, they are extended across the universe. And so I welcome you to hold them in your heart, place them in the comments, speak them out loud. The universe doesn't know those words, right, in the absolute truth, but it does know the feeling of our hearts. And so whether you speak out loud or just think about what it is, or open to a different experience through your prayer. All prayers are good prayers, and all prayers are answered prayers, and they are included in this prayer field today. So let us join together, remembering, loving in my heart. Turning within for a moment. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to be here now, to be fully present and engaged in this time together for prayer. I'm grateful for the gift of prayer that reminds me, as I mentioned earlier, through spiritual principle, it reminds me of truth. It can't be argued, it just is. And that's what I know love to be. And so I am recognizing the infinite source, the one power, God, maybe you call it something else, love, the one, as the only one. There is only one, not two, just one. And I am one with it. Each of us here, one with the infinite source. There is no separation. We are united as one. And from this place of oneness, this place of no separation, this place of remembering that we truly are the collective whole sonship, I'm realizing the opportunity to remember love, love flowing through in and as each of us. Love blanketing ourselves and then by definition extending out into the universe. Whether it begins in our heart and then just extends out. And we can layer it, it's in my heart, then it comes out into my home, out into my neighborhood, out into my county, out into my city, out into my state, out across the United States, out across all countries, out. It just extends because love is. Love is what the infinite source, that one power, that one force field of energy is. And because I cannot be separated from it, because you cannot be separated from it, love must be where we are. It must be who we are. It must be what we are. And I'm not denying that there are things happening in the world, friend. What I am saying, let's bring all these things into the prayer field now. And so regardless of it, whether it is a health matter, a financial situation, a relationship, or you're just trying to figure it out, let us bring everything into this prayer field. And we're not praying the thing away. We're praying for our minds to see aright, to know and trust that regardless of what we see with our physical eyes, God truly is in the playing field, underneath everything, back of all things. And I lean into this knower, as the writing reminded us. Let's remember the knower. Let's remember the knower. The writing says, let's remember the knower as my divine coach in cultivating love by deliberate intent, as Howard Thurman reminded us. And so let's welcome in the opportunity to be more loving in our hearts today. Let's welcome in the opportunity to remember that no matter what we may be going through, flowing through, glowing through, moving through, celebrating, whatever it might be, underneath everything and all things, love. It's the thing we cannot see. However, it is the thing that can be felt and extended. And so let's welcome that extension today. Let's also welcome the opportunity to receive love. As Ricky Byers reminded us, let's remember to trust love. And that's trust love, love with a capital L, love being that infinite source, that knower that guides, points, and directs everything. Let's remember that today, my friends. And so I'm leaning into this now. Speaking of prayer, not only for myself, I ask that you do the same. Speak a prayer for yourself. Say your name. That is enough. Think your name. That is enough. Whisper your name. That is enough, because you're dropping it in to this prayer field of love. There's a co-creation happening here because of the deliberate intent to remember who we are. Love. Blessing Reverend Michael and the Agape International Spiritual Center. Just knowing that right where Reverend Michael is, the infinite source, the universal presence is, all hands involved in Agape International Spiritual Center's movement of love. I'm blessing any place that you may call your spiritual home, your church home, your place of worship, whatever name you want to call it. We're not going to worry about the semantics of it. Let's just bless it. Let's just call in love. Let's just extend love to that place. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific, where you come to community and remember that you can be more loving in your heart. You can extend love across the universe. And so we just take a moment to breathe here. Giving thanks. I give thanks for this time together. I give thanks for truth spoken through this prayer. I give thanks for the opportunity to be reminded to be more loving in my heart. When the ease of wanting to give as good as I get pops up, let me remember I can be more loving here. So I give thanks for this remembrance. I give thanks for the practice, for the opportunities to be more loving in my heart. And I give thanks for everything that transpired here today, for the healing that happens when we join together in sacred spaces like this. And even as I give thanks, I release this prayer into the infinite intelligence of the universal law that only knows love. And so it is. And so it is. Amen. Thank you so much, friend, for joining me. Oh my gosh. So we're here Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific for prayer, 12 p.m. Pacific for meditation. So I'll be back for meditation today. And I love you. I love you. Trust and believe and know that. If you don't hear it from any other source today, you heard it here. I love you, and I receive the love that you extend to me. I feel it, I welcome it, I embrace it, and I love, love, and love. So thank you for loving me. Have a beautiful rest of your day, the rest of your afternoon, the rest of your evening, and I'll see you soon.